Cancel, all three.
I'm going to edit out the bits that will definitely be cancelled, and I'm going to leave in the bits where I'm thinking, oh, that's the joke's worth it.
That's a joke to end the career on.
Yeah. If we were to go on in that one, I wouldn't mind. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nick Rado Show, number 5. I'm going to say the king of Wellington comedy. It's Jerome Chandrahasen, everybody.
Hello. I would never take the title king. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a helper. I've always said helping in the background.
You can always overthrow if you're the helper, but it's hard.
Yeah, that's right. No one ever throws the cleaner, do they?
Yeah.
He just keeps constant. I don't really the guy known as the guy who helps put the chairs out. That's my role.
The next comedian here, who's also from Wellington. Can we please give it up? The person to overthrow the king. It's Raybon Kan, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I wouldn't want to be the king anyway, because I believe in democracy and human rights. So I would rather be the minister. No,
Democratic Republic of Comedy in Wellington. Yes.
Yeah. That could sound like if your country starts with the word democratic, you're not democratic.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a big warning sign.
A red flag. That's often what those countries have is a big red flag.
For many years, there's been a Wizard of Christchurch, and it's been announced a couple of days ago that the council are now going to stop paying the Wizard $16,000 a year after 23 years on the payroll.
It's $16,000 a year. It's very much like a Neon subscription. You know, you subscribe to Neon to watch Better Call Saul, and then you forget to cancel it, and you go, wait a minute, I just wanted to watch one thing. I've been paying this $12 a month for years. Just cut it out. It's almost a case against the universal basic income, because everyone can have like a reasonable standard of living, but you've got to appreciate that there's going to be a couple of dozen people who will just choose to use that money to dress up as wizards. And whether is that something as a society we're prepared to tolerate for a higher standard of living, or can we just go, there's too many wizards, you know?
No, he was already dressing as a wizard before the money.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So you can't blame the universal basic income of Christchurch on his wizard outfit. the other way around. He's just been true to his lifestyle. If anything, he hasn't let the money go to his head.
What would be a performance review, though, for a wizard? Like, what's some of the KPIs of a wizard?
Magic.
Like,
I think it's magic happening in your city.
Did make a whole number of buildings disappear.
Yeah, as well. And it's...
Sorry. Too soon. No. Have you got a caption that goes too soon?
The Wizard of Wellington.
There we go.
Too soon. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Now, Jerome, what's caught your notice over the last week, last 7 days or so?
Yeah, I guess I've sort of been noticing the rebranding of gangs as a cause for sort of social good. Like, because I'm in Nana in the Hut, so yeah, we used to live next to Black Power, to a Black Power house, and I just sort of saw the one of the head Black Power members up in Auckland had himself sort of photographed getting his vaccine. And it's been really interesting watching that change from gangs being this pariah and the drug dealers to being these people who are sort of, you know, seen as sort of leaders in the community. So it's been really interesting. I guess in many ways like a rebrand, hasn't it?
Maybe they should be getting the gang members to actually administer the vaccine. These gangsters, we're going to give them sawn-off syringes so they can ride around and sort this thing out. We will get to 100% by the end of the weekend.
Just get your shots done in a drive-by shootout.
Yeah.
But you've got to have a thing where they can tell you've already been done. It's almost like you need to wear a patch that says you've already been vaccinated.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about a passport, right? Maybe a big-ass leather jacket with a big round thing behind it that says you've been vaccinated. And a Harley.
It gives you free access. I think you really just need a facial tattoo that generally gets you into most places. Like if you walk up to the bouncer and he sees you got vaxxed.
No, what you do is you do it Destiny Church style, where you fill a swimming pool with this stuff and you just baptize people, throw them all in.
Sounds good. Okay. We'd make a lot of money that way too.
Yeah, well, there is the
tax-free
Destiny Church financial model.
Yeah.
That's
a
a
great-
real wizard,
That's
financial wizard.
A financial, very much so.
Either set up a religion
yeah.
or set up one of these organized crime gang situations that are somehow now part of the government.
So there must be. So how does that work then? There must be someone in the gangs that is sitting down, filling out government forms to ask for money from the government, but in a staunch way, but in a tough way. Yeah.
Like-
So not just like not flowery language. It's more like in like magazine letters
More
cutting
sort
out.
of standover tactic for a tax rebate.
Yeah.
I want that wage subsidy delivered in a brown paper envelope at midnight out the back of the RSA.
Well, we give it to everybody, yes, but this is how I want it
Yes,
specifically.
I want 6 kilos of wage subsidy in a
unmarked
briefcase.
bills.
Yeah.
Keep it illegal, otherwise
Yeah.
you're taking away our business. You remember to keep that illegal.
That's what they're
What-
kind of doing.
It's like those gang members who were smuggling KFC. Like
Yes.
that's a fun. It's just a fun thing. Like someone with a bootload of chicken.
Yeah, they found like hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash and a boot full of KFC, and that's what they were bringing in. That's what they were smuggling in to Auckland.
Surely
And,
hundreds of thousands of dollars cash. You could have bought like a KFC franchise, couldn't you? And you could have been doing that legit. But it's more fun to do stuff undercover.
At that checkpoint when they were trying to sneak that in, they'd say, "Okay, all your paperwork seems to be in order." Then they think they've got away with it, and then the cop just goes, "Excuse me, what's that in the boot?"
How many herbs and spices are we talking about? 5 or 6, that's circumstantial.
Yeah.
But if you've got 11, we've got a case. Snip a dog going crazy. You don't even need a trained dog. Just a regular dog. Be like, something's up.
Do you reckon a cop's like got one of the pieces of chicken and rubbed it against his gums just to see if it's actually KFC? Oh yeah, this is street value.
That's paprika, that's onion powder, that's garlic. That's the stuff. That's the good stuff.
And they have to take a photo of it, like they do, like when they get like a really big haul of something, when they lay it out and they have to put it on a table, and someone has to photograph it. And so someone's going to lay out with single drumsticks and
These
thighs.
were the wicked wings. These were the nuggets. These were the Colonel burger.
And someone had to tally it as well. Someone had to say 5,678 single fries.
They'll take the photo. It's always 5,478 servings of fries. And just a couple of lethargic police officers in the back.
Those dirty cops.
that evidence locker, the door doesn't seem to lock.
I'm sure there was $100,000 worth of KFC.
Pretty
Why
sure
is
just
it empty
90,000. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was always 90,000. You just see like a big grease stain come through, like the blue shirts. Light blue is a very hard shirt to smuggle grease out of. Out of work each day. Did you know this is a fun fact about the MIQ Lottery? That out of the emergency spaces, so different sports teams have got emergency spaces. So like the All Blacks, the New Zealand cricket team, and so on and so forth, coming back. They've gone overseas, they come back. But do you know 35 spaces have gone to the Holland cricket team?
What?
I didn't even know they had a team.
Yeah.
That's exactly
why
right.
Are there so many of them?
Well, there's 11 people on a team. And, forgive me if my maths are wrong, but that is 2 support people for every person on that Dutch cricket team.
Probably to explain to them the rules of cricket.
That's true. Also, the Dutch are like the tallest people in Europe, so they probably need like at least a couple of rooms because a lot of the beds they wouldn't fit in.
Right. So that's probably why they need the 35 rooms, because it's actually just 15 people.
Just having to, when you lay them out.
Thing when you're in MIQ and you're on that half an hour break of out of the 24 hours in that courtyard with gang members in your MIQ spot.
Is this MIQ or is this Shawshank?
And when they finally take that $3,100 out of your bank account, and you can just say to yourself, like, hey, how good is it to win the lottery? So it's
And it's also it's terrifying if you are an MIQ with gang members and they're chasing you. You can only run in one direction. It's
Yeah,
sort of
but
like
they at least have to
a
stay
Benny
2
Hill
meters
chase.
apart.
So what if
Can't
you stop? They have
stab
to
someone
stop.
2 meters away.
If you stop, do they have to also stop? Otherwise, they're out.
Rules.
All rules. So I saw the latest James Bond film.
right.
The last one that Daniel Craig is going to make.
Uh-huh.
And so I've seen all the James Bond films, and I was so disappointed.
Oh, really?
Because it's just that thing where, why do people go to James Bond films? They want to see the same film that they liked when they were 11, and they just want to see that again. And they
Right.
want it to make them feel exactly how that felt. And so you don't want it to be to change or become more complex or anything. And what they've done is they've made him all like he's hung up on this girl, and he's been hung up on the same girl since the last film. He's so into his feelings at this point, and he just keeps thinking about his feelings. And I'm thinking, dude, just get on with your job and stop thinking about these feelings. Where did you get these feelings from anyway? You didn't have them for 23 films. All of a sudden, it's Mr.
Yeah.
Feelings.
Mr. Feelings is probably the worst Bond villain, I reckon. Mr. Feelings. What name some of the Bond villains, the famous Bond villains?
Well, Dr. No, Goldfinger.
Dr. No, Goldfinger.
Who was the guy that used to throw a hat?
jobs?
Odd Job.
Odd jobs.
Odd Job.
Odd
Not
Jobs.
two jobs.
Just very much like the Christchurch Wizard. It's an odd job. Got a hat.
He's not a
But
job
he
guy, he's
really
got a
did
hat.
throw-
So all of those couldn't beat James Bond, but do you know who got him in the end? Mr. Feelings. That's what it feels like.
He had to beat himself.
Oh, okay.
Wow. The
Wow.
old classic PTSD.
Got him in the end.
So I don't know. Like everyone got into James Bond because they were 11 years old, right?
Yeah.
And what 11-year-old is going to go see this latest James Bond and go, "Oh, I want to be moody." Honestly, God,
Yeah.
you gotta,
You got to be cold-hearted and focused.
Yeah.
And just keep making the same mistakes. That's exactly just keep getting involved in situations you shouldn't be involved with. Let's get a land war in Afghanistan. Do another one.
Yeah, no, but I also like the idea that he just, he just followed orders. If someone tells him, you go do this, he just went and did that. He didn't go, oh, but what about my feelings?
Right.
Oh, have we spoken to HR about this role? What's the health and safety situation? I'm concerned.
I know what you mean, Raybon. I don't want to be sitting down and watching a Mad Max film and it be Mad Max. Now, how did that make you feel? I just want Mad Max just driving as fast as he can and killing as many people.
I'm pretty sure you can't even call him Mad Max now. Jeez, how many rules did you just break then? Maybe Spectrum Max? Differently able Max? I don't know. Neurodiverse Max. But not Mad Max.
Oh, mate. Hey, guys, thank you so much for joining us. You can follow them on their socials. I'll put them in the comment section below. Tell us what you thought about the show, what your thoughts on the James Bond film was, and what your alternative movie role for Mad Max should be as well. Actually, that could go horribly wrong.
Yeah.
That will get us cancelled. Okay, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please have a big thank you to Raybon Kan Jerome Chandrahasen. That's been the Nick Rado Show. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.